What's up guys, welcome to another Scratch tutorial. This is part 3 on how to make a snake game in Scratch. And in this video, we'll be looking at how to add poison food. And if the player eats one of these poison food, they'll get smaller and lose some of their length. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started. So here's the code from last time, and if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2 yet, you can check it out, links in the description. But anyways, first I'm going to create a new sprite, which I will call, let's say poison food, because this is poison food. Or I'll just call it poison. Okay, so I have 3 costumes for my backpack. So as you can see, let me rename these. So I'll call this one 2, this one 1, and this one 3. So this one is the smallest, and this one is the biggest. Actually, I just need to make this smaller. So we got 3 sizes, and we got to name them from the smallest to the largest. And what we want to do is make it so if the player eats one of these or like touches them, they'll get smaller, lose some length, right? So I'm going to drag a one beat flag clicked, and I'm going to check if the length is greater than 50, because if it spawns too early, then the player won't have enough length to move around. So that's why we need to do that first, and then we can start spawning these poison food. So I'm going to drag in these 2 pieces of code into the this poison sprite. So inside here, as you can see, we got those code, and I can take this out and I'll put this inside here. Okay, so I want these to like spawn between 1 to 5 seconds, and it'll spawn. And then it'll create a clone of myself. And when I start the clone, it's not going to like change the color. And also I want this to be a bit smaller. So hide and set the size to 50. So let's see. Maybe 70. Okay, that looks fine. And it will go to the random position, and it'll switch the costume to a random costume. So 1, 2, 3. And let's take this out. And we're going to use this later, so keep that and don't delete it. So I'm going to drag an if statement and drag an equals operator to check if the costume number is equal to 1. So if the costume number is equal to 1, which is the first costume, then that's like the smallest one. So it will only subtract a little piece of length. So I'm going to drag this in, and probably just -10. So I'm going to duplicate this and put it inside here, and this will be 2, and this will be -20. So 2 is the yellow one, which is a bit larger. And finally, the biggest one is the red one. So make sure this is 3 and subtract 30. Okay, so let's try and test this out. So I'm going to go to full screen, and hit that green flag. So we start out as 100 length, so that's greater than 50. So as you can see, they're spawning, and I lost some length over here, and I get more of these, I lose more length. See, and I get 44, and now I'm going to get this big one, so I lost like a lot. But why is it negative 14? Well, now it's negative 11. So if it goes past that amount, then that's not good, and we want the this to stop spawning around. So if it's negative, then that's just game over. So I'm going to just do a stop all for now. We will change it later in this series. So I'm going to check if the length is less than 0 or less than 1, because if the length is equal to 0, then that is basically game over also. So if length is less than 1, then stop everything. But this is just basically game over. We will change this. So stop everything for now. So if I, let me set the length to, let's say, 2. So I'm just a small little snake, and then if I get one of these, it's game over. But as you can see, why is it spawned? Because length is supposed to be greater than 50. So what we want to do is just take this wait 0 seconds away, because we don't need that anymore. So my length is 2, and everything's fine. Dots are spawning, and I can eat them, and I grow longer, only by a little bit though, but that's fine. Okay, so there is no poison spawning around, which is good. So in the next video, we'll be looking at how to make the player faster when the mouse is down, and it will move faster. But anyways, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Scratch tutorial. Peace out.